What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today, we're diving back into more Michigan craft beer. You guessed it. It's coming from Big Lake Brewing Company out of Holland, Michigan. Really a big fan of these guys. I love the tap room. I've been there. I enjoy all the flights I get there and all the quality IPAs that they offer, guys. They have quite a lot, and obviously they're big into the sports marketing. They put it on their cans. You have the Hail, the Michigan, the Sparty Party. You have all that going on. Really works well in this Michigan market. We love football. We love sports. We love basketball. Just works great with pairing it with beer. So love everything they do. But again, lots of IPAs. That's what these guys offer, and I have never seen this one. It was newly available in Northern Michigan distribution. It's called Adelina, an American IPA, clocking in at the standard 5.5% ABV, which we always see from Big Lake Brewing. We see the 5.5%. Even the hazy IPAs are in that range, so it looks like it's going back to that staple that they always offer. And on the back we have, as the noble hunting dog remains true to its purpose, our India Pale Ale remains steadfast in delivering a rich, satisfying experience that stands the test of time. 41 IBUs, and I do really like that they put on the side of the can, born on 1/30/24, and today, February 18th, time of recording. So have a few moments on my hand. I thought I'd get the proper glassware from Big Lake. Yes, I bought it last time I was there. And we're going to dive into this one. 16-ounce cans is what they always provide us with, and here we go, guys. So it's interesting, 5.5% IPA. I think it's always a little bit on the low end. Tends to be a little bit more drinkable, but again, people who like standard IPAs, they say like it closer to 7%. I'm indifferent. I don't really mind. I like this ABV range. So she is not completely see-through. You got a little bit of haze to her. Go figure. Not completely shocked, even though they're just calling this an American IPA. It's certainly still got some haze to some caliber. Pretty good carbonation stream at the top, but not overwhelming. Actually very low. Not even moderate. So we have a sudsy, Dawn soapy head on top that looks adequate for this kind of beer. It looks really good. Honestly, looks very good in the glass. Looks a little bit darker orange on camera than I'm seeing, but that tends to be more of what the beer looks like in all actuality. So let's go to an aroma. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of tangerine, a little bit of grapefruit. It's not overwhelming. It's not like your DDH double dry hopped crazy aromas. I mean, maybe this was, but it doesn't smell like it's outlandish. It smells a little bit florally, I would say, slightly honey malty. A little bit of like bubblegum yeastiness in there. It smells very fruity in a certain quality. Nothing just biting at me or anything. Nothing smacking me around. It just seems very balanced, yet still slightly hoppy, but not overwhelming. So let's dive in, guys. It seems a little underwhelming compared to all the hazies we've had as of late. This seems so tamed back, but sometimes that's a treat. Let's check it out. Adelina. Wow. So a lot more floral on the taste that follows. I would say that it's a very well balanced IPA. It leans more towards pale ale, but it does have the hoppiness on the back end with a little bit of pine resin that follows suit. Again, floral citrus coming to mind immediately. Very clean. There is a malty complex to this beer, definitely American IPA slash Midwest IPA, right? A little bit of West Coast mixed in, giving me a little bit of Two Hearted vibes, but not quite as malty, not quite as bitter, maybe, but the bitterness is flexing a bit on the palate compared to how light the front and middle really is. So there is a nice dose of hoppiness in this beer, still telling you, yes, I'm an IPA, still giving you grassy kind of floral citrus that does smack your palate around to some degree. That being said, it's still a crusher at 5.5, but I will say it's hoppier than it seems for this ABV range. So I would likely give this, a 6.5% guess if I was doing this blindly because of the hop level that it brings to the table. So my palate's completely clean. It comes across as a slap-in IPA with a great balance. It's not going to blow you away. It's just a very solid middle of the road mid-American IPA. Like, I feel like it's the toned down Two Hearted, and I just think that it's a little bit less pine resin. It's a little bit less grapefruit. It's just a little bit less malty. So with all of that being said, guys, it's a good beer. It's a really good beer, because sometimes the Two Hearted comes across too big. Sometimes it just weighs on your palate and ends up being not so drinkable after one. I mean, yes, it's a fantastic world-class IPA, but that 7% really starts adding up and starts messing you up. So this is a toned down, less florally Two Hearted, in my opinion. That's what it tastes like. That's what it reminds me of. Final thoughts. Very crushable, very light through the front and middle. It's dry. It's easy to put this down, yet still hoppy, still got the pine, honey, resinous, grassy back end that just kind of fills your palate up all the way to the back. So rating, I like it. It's certainly a nice hoppy IPA that leans more towards pale ale, and it still remains quite drinkable. So is it going to blow your socks off? No. If you're an IPA lover, you still will enjoy this, but it is going to be a toned down Two Hearted with maybe not so much Centennial hops in here. I'm going to go with a 3.8 out of 5 because it's still quite good. I think that this would be a great beer on tap, on draft, and I would definitely revisit this one even a little bit fresher if I could. So that's where I stand today, guys. Thank you so much. It's been Adelina, the American IPA. Solid stuff from Big Lake. Till next time, cheers, prost, yamas, whatever you want to say.